Okay, so we are in the middle of a small renovation on Dyad to be Mudita. And this is what's going on with the v-berth. It was in bad shape. It smelled terrible. And in order to get at the terrible smell, you kind of got to tear everything out. And it still smells not great, but there's a good wind blowing today. And I have a sneeze. So that gives you a sense of what we're dealing with. And it's not huge mold spores or anything. There's the forward area right here. And this area was the, this was where the holding tank was. It's gone, obviously. I tore out everything. This is the last hour just because doing it. The mold, the bad mold is right back there in that corner against that wall. There's like a vinyl liner. Let's see what else is going on that we've done. Over here in the head, you'll notice there's there's no head. There's no hoses. There's nothing. There's one hose. It's a fresh water. It's a raw water hose. So coming back over here, there's the raw water in. I think Pearson really... Oh, I wasn't even showing you anything. Duh. I'm sorry. I'm looking with my eyes. I think Pearson might have been of that school at this period of time, which is why put only one hole in your boat when you can put two holes in your boat. Water fill. All the cabinet covered doors are off. We spent all of 6, 8, 10 hours yesterday just scrubbing down all the doors, all the cabinets. Those, I don't know what you call them. I'm sure there's an official term, but the things that sit on top of the berths there, that you now see the gaping holes in the water tanks, fresh water tanks underneath. On that side, same deal. And the big question at the moment is, how much do we keep tearing out? Anything that gets torn out needs to be put back in, but cleaning is desperately needed. It's just so easy, so much easier to clean things when they're down on a table with you in soapy water, rather than in here and you're slopping all over the place. Like all those teak rails, the teak rail that was like right there on the top of this, it had a lot going on when I hit it with that soap and water, and the funky colors that were showing up were interesting. And you come to realize also the same, like all the things that like the hands touch, right? This thing here, I think that's mostly dead skin cells and body oils in there. Up there, same beast. So that's where we stand in the interior. It's beginning to smell a little better. Like I said, it's tough to tell because we got a lot of air moving through, but maybe that'll, that alone speaks volumes. This right here, I don't know how well you can see this stuff, but that right there is the stuff that I just tore out in the front of the boat. That sort of vinyl liner, and it's you can't clean it. It's got to come out. So even as I'm sitting here telling you guys this, I'm looking at, oh, well, I need to take out all those screws and take out that, and pulling apart the v-berth at least gave me the confidence that I can destroy stuff well. So there's that. This is interesting to try to take off. I don't think I've ever seen this quite done before. So the way this is held on is through the wall back here. Look, a towel rack. That is clever. This is a beautiful little design idea that they had. So they had to have bolts, through bolts, for this side over here. And to hide the through bolts, they put right here and right here where that rack is. That's pretty smart, don't you think? I do. Those are the ones on the top. Terrible focus, but one on the bottom and the bottom. So all of that, it's going to come off, get scrubbed and washed. And at the very least, it'll all go back clean, and it'll all go back known. I will then know my boat. I'm thinking of fun. It's oddly of the list that I had a year ago when we first got the boat and only seen it over the winter, and I was like, yeah, I think the biggest thing that needs to be done is they need to replace these or rebed these windows. And now it's like, yeah, well, we need to rebed the windows, and that goes on the list of 400,000 other things. But you can see it does. They're gonna focus on you. Yeah, it needs rebedding. There's big gaps in it. There's water leaking out all over the place. Speaking of water leaking out on the outside, out there, we have stanchions, and I think almost every one of them is leaking through. That was kind of cool, wasn't it? Let's do that. I'll focus up close on the window. There. So here we're talking about these screw right there and how important it is that we get that right. And then, but then the outside, we can look out there. Look at that. I'm like a filmmaker. Gosh. That felt cool. Okay. And that's about it. Also, what's odd, I thought I'd just share this, is when I first turned this on, the phone that I'm filming with thought that lamp over there was a face. It kept trying to focus on the face and ask me if I wanted to beautify it. I'm like, no, some things you can't improve upon. So, all right, y'all. See you later. Want to see out here? Wait, yeah, before I say see you later. The hatch is attached, but see the hatch top, I stepped on it, slipped on it, almost broke my neck. So I attached the hinges. Bye.